All right, so we're going to consider the propositions P and Q. If P is going to be 14 squared is less than 200, and Q is going to be 23 squared is less than 500. Now, I am going to write what those mean. And so 14 squared is 196 is less than 200. And here 23 squared, that's going to be 529 is less than 500. So now, is 196 less than 200? Yeah, that's true. But is 529 less than 500? No, that's false. So before we do anything, I'm just going to do that and say, well, this one's true, this one's false. And now we can come down here and it says we want to express each of the following propositions as an English sentence and determine whether it is true or false. Okay, so this says not P. All right, so we have to write that out as not P. So what we're going to say is 14 squared is not less than 200. So for A, we're basically doing the converse. So we're taking 14 squared is not less than 200. Now, is that true? No, it's false because 14 squared is less than the 200. So that one is actually a false statement. What about B? B says not Q. All right, so that one says 23 squared is not less than 500. Well, is that true or false? Well, that one is actually true because it is not less than 500. It's greater than 500. What about C? P or, remember that's the or, and this one is the and. So here it says uh, P, so 14 squared is less than 200, or 23 squared is less than 500. So we have a lot to write here. So we have 14 squared is less than 200, or 23 squared is less than 500. Now, is that true or false? Remember with or, as long as one of them is true, it's true. Well, this piece here is true. This piece is false. So that means that this is going to be true. All right, so now let's do D. Now, D is the and of the same thing. So all we're going to do is we're going to replace and here. So we'll do that. And we'll do that to save some writing here. And remember, with this one, they both have to be true. And this one's true, this one's false. So this one is actually going to be a false statement. Now, finally, for E, we're going to say, well, if 14 squared is less than 200, then remember, this is if then the second part, 23 squared is less than 500. So now remember, this one's true, this one's false, and when we had a true false statement, that was the only one that was false. Anything else in the if-thens was going to be true. So this case, we actually have a false statement. Okay. All right, so let's stop there and we'll come back with the next problem.